Would you be disappointed if the Eagles drafted a wide receiver?
No, but I don't think it's what they should do with their top pick. Unless all of the offensive linemen that they like, and I'm not going to say my offensive lineman board is better than theirs. They've been pretty good at this. Now, I do question it after Jeff Stoutland, but if all of them are gone and there was no real opportunity for them to trade, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say, draft an O-lineman just to draft an O-lineman. You got to get the right guy. But to me, I'd rather than package a later pick to move up to get their guy than sit there at 23 and take the receiver that falls to them, in my eyes.
I don't think you're going to get a player in the draft that's going to help you. So here's what I think what I would do. I would trade down and get multiple picks and fill multiple holes.
Yeah, but what if everybody wants to trade down, which is what we're hearing?
It totally what's going on.
So
I have not heard one team say they're trading up.
If everybody wants to trade down, then it's harder to trade down.
Dude, if I could say some of these offensive linemen fall into the top of the second round and I could trade out of it and get a one or whatever and fill multiple holes, get an O lineman and get a safety, and then get a wide receiver, running back. I mean, you're filling holes and you're starting to get younger. I think you've got to get younger on offense in a hurry. You got to get multiple O linemen.
Yeah, they got to draft offensive linemen. I'm telling you right now. They need offensive linemen.
Let me ask you,
what is people's level of confidence in the future for Cam Jurgens and Landon Dickerson? Mine's south of 50%. Confidence meter.
Would you ever think of drafting Jeremiah Love?
Nah.
Okay, well, what's the lifeline you think on Barkley?
I'm not saying the lifeline of Barkley is wrong. Barkley has nothing to do with my answer.
Oh, you don't think he's that hot?
No, I think he's that good. I don't think that's what the Eagles need to do right now.
Well, wait a minute. They're trying to improve the run game. They're trying to improve the run game, are they not?
When the Eagles had a great offensive line, Miles Sanders looked like freaking a superstar.
1,300 yards.
So again, what's the more important piece? If Miles Sanders looks like a stud when the offensive line is good, then to me, the more important piece is having the offensive line look good, because then any running back will look pretty good.
Okay. Does Jeremiah Love fit the type of offense more than what Saquon Barkley does moving forward?
Yeah, because being pass catching. Yeah.
And he's a pass catching running back, right?
Wait, but why are we talking about him? He's going top 10.
You think?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think he's top 10.
Well, I'm talking about guys potentially you'd want to maybe move into the room to try to get.
I like the idea of moving in for a guy like Monroe Freeling. If Francis Mogiai drops a little bit to 10, I don't think he will. But just saying, depends how the board falls. I'd be looking for one of those offensive linemen.
So I want to get this correct at a big Z here. Wait a second. You want to improve the run game, and yet there's probably nobody in the draft that will improve the run game. I want to get a running back that could improve the running game, but you don't like the running back, or you don't like the back for him to move up to try to get that back. Say he falls to 7. You don't think he'd move up?
To 7?
Yeah.
No, dude.
Okay.
You know what they're going to have to trade to move up to 7? They're going to need to trade a first-round pick.
Do you think there's a better wide receiver in this draft than Jeremiah Love?
Wait, are you saying 23 and A.J. Brown to get to 7?
No, what I'm saying is, yeah.
Who you're trading? Who's got the 7th pick? I thought the Commanders had the 7th pick.
They do.
So you got to go to 6.
Got to go to 6.
Who's got 6?
Let me see here. My point is this. If I'm going to improve my run game, Xander, do you know what they're going to do in the draft? What do you think do you have any idea what they're going to do in the draft?
Yeah, trenches.
A guy who won't play.
Trenches. Probably a wide receiver in round 2 or 3. Probably a tight end, and potentially a safety.
if you draft a running back, I mean, if you draft a offensive lineman, he won't play this year. Is that right?
Maybe he would play.
Where?
Tyler Steen to the bench.
Oh, the guy who took the most reps and had your best grading. You're going to take him and put him on the bench.
Let me say this. Trey says, Big Z, what is it you've seen on tape for trading up for Monroe? Trey, it's less about what I've seen on tape and more about
he's a good player.
But it is a lot of hype.
He's a good prospect.
Exactly. Blake Miller's a good player. Monroe Freeling's a good prospect. No, but I was more saying it less about in fact, I do like him. I think he looks like the part, all the things check out to me. But to Trey's point, I mean, I'm more talking about getting in the room of an offense. I don't know who it is they like. It might not be Monroe Freeling. It might be the Utah kid. It might be the Miami kid. It might be any of those people. My whole point was like getting into that room where you get that type of player that they feel that strongly about in terms of offensive line. Don't just let the offensive lineman fall to you and you end up with whoever falls. That's what I don't want them to do.
I think after the top 3 guys, they're all the same. You can get them in the second round at the top of the second. I think you can get them in the middle of the second round. What? Landon Dickerson was a second round pick.
Well, what do you think about Vega?
I think he's a good. I think the interior offensive lineman guy from Penn State looks like the best.
That's Vega.
He might be the best, like next to the Miami guy. Those two dudes might be. But I think drafting an interior guy might be a little bit rich for the Eagles. Okay. I mean, now, is this going to be the replacement for Landon?
Yeah. Or he'd probably start this year where Steen would go to the bench. Steen would
be the swing, which would create also your depth that you don't have a year ago.
Exactly right. And then probably would move over to Landon. I mean, guys, the future of Landon, and I love Landon, but it is bleak. I mean, the guy took a year off his own contract, guys.
The only problem I would have with that is that Reuben Franks is the coach now. And he's going to be.
Who is the coach?
Reuben Franks.
Reuben Franks? No, dude, you did not just say that. Oh my gosh.
Let's
Reuben fucking Franks is the coach.
Before Farzetta gets in here, let's do these supers in
Oh
here.
my gosh. Here's Khaled. I can't wait to hear the link when this goes south in 26. Yeah, little faith. See, some Eagle fans, I swear, they just they'd rather see us fail so they can be right. I don't hold that opinion. I'd rather look like an asshole on the show and I'm wrong about everything and the Eagles succeed than me be right about an opinion.
I'm so happy you say that about 24 for me.